Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about what my misconceptions were about being frugal. Let me get right into it. I want to mention this is a collab with a wonderful YouTuber. Her name is Sarah over at Backroad Money. She's a newer YouTuber. She has a lot of great budgeting tips. So when you're done watching this, please go show her some love and tell her Money Mom sent you. Now let me get right into this video. What I used to think being frugal was has sure changed. The first thing was I used to think that if you were frugal, you were always looking for the next best deal. You were going to thrift stores, garage sales, clearance sales. You were always at a sale and buying things. As a matter of fact, I had a friend that was doing that all the time, and she ended up with stockpiles of stuff all over. And her husband actually got quite frustrated because he says, we just don't have space for all this stuff. It's great that we now have 50 winter coats, but we don't need all these winter coats. So that's kind of what can happen with doing an overabundance or buying too much, is you can end up hoarding it and not having space for it. If you go overboard, that is. And so I found out that that wasn't frugal. Number two, I thought you had to give up everything. So if you're frugal, you don't go out to eat, you never go out to eat, you never go do any type of entertainment, you don't get your hair done, you don't do anything for yourself. That is not true. If you can do things that you enjoy, you just have to create a budget for that so that you have some fun money, or what some people call mad money. So, because life is to be enjoyed as long as you do have it in your budget to do so. Number three, and this used to be a competition. You always had to look for the cheapest, less, item that cost the least. I remember I used to have a friend of mine that would say, Dawn, you could get it cheaper at this place. Dawn, if you bought this brand, you can get this for so much cheaper. And it was a contest. Just because you buy the cheapest of something does not mean it's the best and it's going to last the longest. So I thought buying the cheapest quality was going to save me money in the long run, and that was the most frugal. Not true. Number four, and this is a big one. I know many people, when they are on a frugal journey, they really want to do the most for themselves rather than hiring services out. And I totally understand that, because the more you can do for yourself, if you're able to have the skills to do it, you can save money. For example, doing your own yard, fixing your own computer, cutting your own hair. I think if you can do all that, fantastic. But guess what? Let's say you really don't enjoy doing yard work and you don't like being out in the heat, and you hire someone to do that. The good thing is you're providing work for somebody else, which is really positive. That's number one. And number two, say if it's not really in your budget to pay, $100 a month to have your yard done. What you could do, and this is kind of what I've done, you could pick up an extra product demonstration, you could babysit, you could do something you do enjoy on the side to create that little bit of money to pay for that service. So these are the things that I thought, if you are not frugal, if you don't do any of those things, and I found that wrong. Basically, this is what I found frugality is. Buy what you love and use it. Buy what you know that you're going to absolutely love of any brand, whether it's shoes, computer, anything. Buy what you really love. Number two, use it up and wear it out. We do that with our vehicles, and I do that with everything else, socks and everything. I just use everything up to the best of my ability. And then number three, this is a big one, and I'm learning it. Whatever you do want to buy, if you have time to wait, not everything do you have time. For example, if your tire's bald, you're not going to have time to research. You need a new tire now. Research and wait. In other words, not being an impulse buyer. Research and wait before making a purchase. And I will just leave you with this. If we really bought what we loved and used everything we had, we would not have to declutter near as often, because we'd be wearing everything we'd have, we'd be using all of our food, we'd be using all of our appliances in our home, small kitchen appliances, all of our electronics, we'd be using everything up that we had, because we are getting excellent value. And that's, to me, what frugality is all about. After you're done watching this video, please go over for me and say hi to Sarah. I'm really anxious to watch her video and find out what she has to say about frugality. That's all for now. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.